Hi, today I'm going to show you how are we supposed to change this type of normal drop-down menu to this type of full screen with kind of drop-down menu. So let's go to the code view and look at the part of the code where we use to create the drop-down menu. So this is the page that I showed earlier on with the normal drop-down menu. I'm going to change this to a full screen with kind of drop-down menu. So the first thing that we need to do is that we have to make sure that the position of this NIV item drop-down is actually using a static position. So what we can do now is that we just add in the style that has been created by Bootstrap to make this element here to become static position. By default, the position of this element is a non-static kind of positioning. So we have to change it to static positioning so that the menu could go full width. So after we have changed this, the next thing is that we look at where we put in our drop-down menu, which is over here. And we are going to add in a class also created by Bootstrap where we set the width to go 100%. So the class is called w-100. And then after that, the next thing that we do is we have to create something that we can use to hold the content into columns. So the method that I use here is that I'm going to create a container within the drop-down menu section. So how do we do that? We can do that by going inside of this what you call drop-down menu, and then over here we are going to create a container here. Okay, I'm going to use container fluid so that you go exactly full width of my screen. And then I'm going to transfer each of these items here into this container. But then before that, what I need to do is that I have to create rows and columns. So within this container, I will create a div that uses the row class. And this row, I'm going to make it also 100% of the whole container. Then next, we are going to create the column to hold the items. So how are we supposed to do this? We can use the class called col, right? Okay, for this particular column, I want it to look full width of my screen. So I'm going to put in col-12 from the smaller screen onwards. But then when it reaches the medium screen, I mean when I view this page from a medium screen onward, I'm going to make it as 3. So in a row there are 12 columns. So if I set it to be 3 means there will be 4 columns per row. And then this is for one item. Then we are going to cut the first 3 items of the what I call drop down menu into here. So I'm going to use the plugin or the extension called Beautify to help me beautify the codes here. So this is for one. I'm going to do this for the next few more. To save time, I'm going to delete all this, the rest here, and simply copy this part in. So this is for one column. We have 3 more columns there. So what I do is that I just paste here, and then we'll change the number here so that you know which item is this. And then make our code nicer now, and save our file. And when I preview this page, it will look like this. So this is how we create the full width kind of drop down menu. But if we want to make it look like the one that we have over here, what I can do is that I simply add in a background color to this particular column, and this, as well as this. And then you see that the spacing here is a little bit smaller than this here, is because of the padding that I have set for this example here. So if I were to make this exactly the same like this, so what I can do is that I go back to my codes here, and then I add in the first of all the background color first. So for example, where is my first item? My first item is over here, and what I do is that I just add in a color here. So maybe I will use the color called BG Primary, a built-in color that you already have it in Bootstrap. So when I save, maybe I add py means padding top and bottom, and I save it now and preview my page here. So this is how I get the padding and the color. So if I want to do for the rest, I just simply apply the what you call the background color as well as the padding to each of these here. So let's go back to the code, and I'm going to add in another background color here called warning, and same thing, I put in the padding top and bottom. Okay, maybe now I just copy the codes over, but I'm going to change the color. And I save my file again and check one more time. on the rest here. Okay, I found something here, which is the row here. I've forgotten something on this part. I have to justify the content within this row to center, as well as remove the left and right padding of this row, so that the drop-down menu will go full width without any paddings from the left and right. So here I use px0 padding left and right to 0, and I save my file and preview my page. And this is our full screen width drop down menu. So that's all for this tutorial.